It's tough coming to this creek without my bride. It's one of her favorites. It's an easy walk. Sometimes there's some cool things, sometimes there's not. She's still alive, she's just not with me today. So let's go out here and get in the water and see what kind of freshness is waiting on us. A long time ago when I came here, I found that little percussion cap pistol, which turned out to be a lighter, which means it wasn't really heavy. Okay, little bottle. And we shall harvest. It's interesting how some bottles make it and some bottles don't. Some bottles are small. Some bottles are, just about fell down, are not. It's been a lot of rain lately. All this is actually rain. And it just goes to the low spots. If you're just joining us and joining me, because it's just me today. You're looking for things that are amazing in city creeks. You'd be amazed at how many credit cards you find in city creeks and how many inmate cards you find. I don't know how they end up in creeks. I've found several saying this person is an inmate of this jail or this prison. I don't know if they break out or when they get released they just don't turn in their card and they sling it out here for me to enjoy. Either way, I enjoy it. One of my most favoriteest and oldest bottles came out of this creek on the left side. For those of y'all tracking where I am, you gotta walk slow and wait for the next few rains for a new one to pop up. It'll be there eventually, unless I beat you to it. If I don't, you can have it. It's just a piece of glass. It's still cold, but there's enough sunshine to grow moss on all these rocks, which make it slick. There's always a virtual myriad of treasures in these creeks. Some are awesome, some are topless, but I'm not necessarily offended. There are always fish remnants in city creeks, not because they die, but because when people get done filleting fish or going fishing, they throw all their waste into city creeks. A couple of remnants of crappie, a lot of remnants of crappie. This is a crappie. This is a bunch of crappie. I could be wrong. These fish could have just crashed into some rocks as they was going downstream real fast. That's a more plausible. Nobody knows what that word means, so that's a more reasonable expectation is the word I was searching for. See, like there's a little bitty. There's always a little bitty. Smells like fish. And it says Jergens lotion. It's too bad the top's broken. We shall harvest nonetheless. There's a large piece of green slag right there. And I guess they used, I'm wrong, that is just moss growing on there. So let's keep traveling upstream and see what's waiting on us. I worked on this before to try to get it to flow so it wouldn't be so deep up here. I obviously did not do a job. That was good. I don't know if that's a socket. Oh, that is a super long pipe. An SLP, if you will. Ooh, look what I just made. Look at that. How did I do that? That's the most satisfying yet. Let's continue. This just gets better every minute. Oh. Of course, I'm never going to find anything downstream now. You need to move, you'll block it. What's that? I wonder. Oh. Oh, it's stuck. It's almost not stuck. Pure glass. We should harvest, but first we gotta continue. Oh, a big rock fell in our way. That's not cool. Let me get out of here. We're doing something here. It needs to keep happening. There we go. There, we drained this a little bit. See, I did my part in the habitat. Oh yeah, it's still raging. I want to play some more. Oops. Okay, so let's don't get that. It's amazing how strong that is. I almost pulled some of the parts through there. That's awesome, isn't it? I just want to stand here and do this, but I know that's not why you joined me today. And what's cool is it'll wash out a pretty deep spot back here. Gotta move the big rocks. We don't want them to fall in, because they will block it. Oh, I love this thing. Reminds me of a few years ago when I was 6. Top of a lamp, bottom of a lamp, nobody knows. I really want to harvest it. Oh, there's a crawfish living under it. Okay, never mind. You get to keep it. So let's go over here and see what's right here. It appears to be a good solid muffler clamp. There's a good solid thing right there. It needs to go right there. There's a good solid one of those needs to go right there. I saw something else over here. It was calling my name. Wow, the water's already going down. Isn't that cool? It's pretty awesome being in control of the rain. I can say that when this is rain and I just opened it up and now the rain's going downstream. Now we might be able to find something. I think I'm hungry. Anyone else hungry? What time is it where you are? It is about 11 o'clock here in Central Europe. That thing's still flowing really nicely. I covered my mouth. I know what you're wondering. How many fish habitats and animal habitats did you just ruin because you broke it out? This water was almost sitting still a minute ago, and now it's jamming. Now the stripe are going to start swimming upstream. Let's see how long we can walk without talking. Ready? Set. Oh, almost fell down. Go. That sure does look like a gun, doesn't it? Okay, we didn't make it long. That is a gun. I think it is a BB gun, but it sure does have a big open end on it. I really want it. Maybe I'll toss it on the side of the road and drive back here in a little while. Yeah, let's do that. Well, that's cool. We just opened up a massive habitat, found a gun, Jergens lotion bottle. How much more exciting could this day get, right? I'll tell you in a minute. It's still draining. Oh, yes. I don't know why somebody would have that here. It's water. I don't think there'd be a fire in here. Okay, the water's still flowing pretty good. Hopefully we'll get up here and we'll get a lot more shallow. Then we got to get some sustenance and put in our sustenance hole and see what we can do. I can't believe we just found a rifle. It looks like an old pump BB gun. Well, the hole on the end is large and it's a lot heavier than one of the 1,000 BB guns I pulled out of City Creek before. I found BB guns that had been spray painted to look like real guns, that had been taped up to look like real guns. Kind of makes you wonder, do you come from a land down under or other things? It's just a matter of time. I found a pocket full of bullets in here. I found 38 and they were special. A lot of rocks in here. It's gonna be tough for a bottle to survive. Everything that's thrown at it. Everything it throws itself into down here. I wish my bride was with me. She would have already found so many more amazing things. I just found something amazing. Do you see that antique earring? Oh, this water's cold. Look at that. You see it? It's an antique earring. Pretty sure. I think it's just a pincher, and it had something that dangled from it. It no longer dangles. I didn't mean to lose it. I was hoping I could see it again. Oh my goodness, this water's cold. I have no idea where that just went. How could it have went away? Oh man. Unbelievable. I mean, we just saw it. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's so cool. I'm not gonna do that again. It's a valuable lesson learned. If you find something pretty cool, don't just throw it back in the water. Well, unless you don't want it anymore. I thought that was a dollar, like folded money dollar, but it is not. The water is flowing so nicely. I love it. Although I might have been able to see a little better if the water wasn't moving, but that's just the price you pay when you're haze gray and underway, they say. I think that's the color I'm going to paint my bulldozer. If you haven't seen my bulldozer, you're missing a very lovely artifact. I didn't find it in a creek. From 1951, Olivia Newton-John Oliver tractor. The model is yet to be confirmed due to the fact that everybody has one that's identical and they all call it something different. That's not what's important. What's important is you can crank it up and drive it to the mall if you really want your rear end to hurt and for people to stare at you. Ooh, it's getting deep. Or you can get out right here and walk the bank. Okay, I walked the bank. So let's see what was thrown over the bridge right here. That was 100 years ago. There's a harvest. Let's put that in my purse here. Good. Ooh. Safety dance, safety dance. You gotta wonder, how did the earring end up in the creek, unless back in the 30s when that little piece of jewelry was made, somebody swam into it when it was partially cleaned and they jumped off that bridge and the earring fell off. That's a hard pill to swallow, as they say in the Old West. I think that's what they say. It may not be in the West, though. Maybe somewhere out east. Hello? 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 Oh. You know what sounds good under here? 9 to 5 by Dollywood Parton. Oh, then it goes away. And then next thing you know, we're back out in the real world. There's a little spring up here on the left. There's a brick. National. You know, I don't know if I have a brick that says National. That was in an ant bed, which makes it, oh, it's got a little broke on it. The little spring interests me because it's interesting. I haven't been this far in a long time. Oh, here it is. It comes off this little hill. No, it's up here. There's more though. Huh. You see how the bank was, well, maybe not right there. The water was up a little higher. I wonder where the water's going. And how come it started draining all of a sudden? I wonder as I wonder. Here it is. It's my favorite little waterfall. I need to get the Huntsville Adventurer guy to come in here and record this waterfall. He's a waterfall dude. You know what we've never done? You know what I ought to do? Next time I come down here, test this water and see if it's potable. Cool, isn't it? It's not cool if I step in that deep water and get this sewage water in the boot. It would not be cool. Et al. What does et al mean on the end of someone's property when you look it up because you want to go trespass and sneak through it in the middle of the street? And it says et al. I thought it had something to do with that movie a long time ago with E.T. in it, but I haven't had a chance to clarify and verify. There's going to be something in here in a minute. I haven't turned the camera off in a while, I don't think. I think it was me. Yeah, it was probably me. Let's keep going. Come on, a little faster. I know I need to go slow, I don't yet. It's a big cane. We're making our way downtown now. Might as well song. Oh, don't get too deep, please. You know, they say if you let a piece of cane down, it'll start just growing. I would take that if I could. I don't have to take the whole woods. What do you think? We've all seen this bottle. We've all seen it in our homes, in our grandmother's homes. What came in that bottle besides rocks and water. Piece of copper we should most likely harvest. Ah, it's hollow. Here's some nice Alabama red clay. If you want to dye your clothes, come here and get that. It should probably still be there when you get here. It's only if you want your clothes red-ish. Oh. Look at that water flowing. Isn't that cool? I'm still impressed with my person for doing it as such. When you get back, there'll be water department down there. There's some cool stuff in there if you're really brave, and we're not gonna make it through there. So you climb up and cross the road, and you come out and look around, and you think through what you're about to do. You decide, yeah, I'll do it. I'll show you that you've been here before, because this is one of the coolest things. Hang on a minute. I gotta capture this on 2 devices at once. This is one of the coolest things I've seen. I started to drag the whole thing out of here once, but I didn't. So let's all be quiet for a minute. Let's record it. Ready, set, go. So is it a steering wheel? Is it the base to a lamp? Let's see if it was a lamp. Yes, it was the bottom to a lamp. That's my guess, but it sure is heavy. What do y'all think? I'm gonna put it back in here. If you tell me it's amazing, I'll come back and get it. Look at some of the greenest shades of green on my hand. That has words on it. This is going to require a reel. Ready to go. It says something beverages. Sylacauga, Alabama. What is that word? Beverage. Where's the word? There it is right there. What is that word? M-A... Nobody knows what that says. But we're gonna clean it out. That's really cool. I've never found a Sylacauga bobble. I did not know Sylacauga had a bottling factory. Okay, what does it say? What does that say? M-A... I can't read it. All right, let's get out of the sun. try it. Put my hand behind it. M-A-C-K-E-R. Macker. I'll tell you this. The only flaw it has is right there. I don't care because I've never found one. Mackin' making my way downtown. Let's go. Where's our skeek? There it is. Let's go. See, wasn't that cool? That was well worth it. I'm getting so hungry. I'm getting indigestion. Maybe because I keep bending over and all my inside fluid and silent lucidity is pouring up into my gullet. That's just part of it. I have found several BB guns right here in this area. I believe they were thrown off the bridge. The bridge. I found a cool gear years ago in a creek, and I threw it up on a bank because it was so heavy. And I came back like the next year. I thought, no, nobody's gonna get that thing. But I was wrong. Somebody got it, cleaned it up, took it to their little antique booth and sold it for $100. And all I want to do is take it home to the base camp and throw it behind the building so I can look at it again some dancing. Man, that's cool. That's cool right there. That's cool. Okay, what's the chances of us making it through here? We're almost out of... I don't know why there's so many hoses in the creeks. They're everywhere. Okay, we're gonna focus. Well, this is a spot, like I've told you before. Don't ever walk through a tunnel without a flashlight that you're not aware of, for several reasons. If you can smell that, that's raw sewage coming out of that wall right there. You only smell it when you get up here. And if you get up here, you can sense the bottom of the concrete, and then it falls off and starts getting pretty deep. But what is that? It's a piece of wood. Then it gets real deep in there. And the last thing you want to do is fall in. Oh my gosh, do y'all smell it? Fall into that deep hole. There's a big rock in the middle there. And alligator and sewage infested waters. Oh my goodness. You know, yeah, I may. I'm not gonna tell you what I was just thinking, but something needs to be done about that. Okay. They're coming out. Huh. We need to change our battery. This thing might turn off in a minute. If it does, and I'm still talking, just remember the last words you heard. The last words you ever heard from me. I went ahead and changed the battery so our conversation wouldn't just get torn apart or torn in 2 or 3. Believe it or not, as rocky and rough as this looks, there's a lot of rocks up here, rough rocks. I dug a bottle out of concrete up here. It wasn't right here, it was up here. I just almost did the super split. It's weird how when you almost do the splits in water like this, you get a sudden tingle up your body and you start realizing, I think I just made a bad decision walking on this. If you ever walk on the green and brown rocks in the sunshine, stay on the dust between the green and brown rocks. Concrete piles aren't so bad. I don't know if I told y'all, might have been another video. The Alabama Public Radio, in association with Alabama Public Television, made a short documentary about my bride and I. Should I drag that out? It's a purse. I really don't want to carry that thing out of here. Some, I don't know, it could be an adult's purse, lady's purse. I'll tell you what we'll do, put it on a tree. That way if somebody wants it, they'll be able to come back and get it. And also, it will be dry. So they made a short documentary with my bride and I in it. And it is probably one of the best videos I've ever watched. My videos are pretty rudimentary, like that's top of milk. They are professional videographers, filmmakers, and all that, stationed at the University of Alabama. Let me finish my story. And they got in touch with us and said, hey, do you have any interest in doing a little short docu thingy? I don't know all the lingo. I don't even really ever play bingo. But I said, absolutely. And for a couple of days, they filmed and filmed and filmed and filmed. I think we should all enjoy that together. But first, gotta make a reel at the same time. If you haven't seen my Facebook page, that is the short version of these creek trips. I'm pretty sure that is a melted top Parfume May Bottle. This water is so nasty. But if I don't forget, I will put the link in the comments. I really don't want to get spiders on me. It's warm enough for spiders today. I found one of these the other day, and it turned out to be a railroad padlock. This one is not. This is an American lock, just like the railroad lock was. But it has its number up there, then it says serial or something like that. Then it had NS, not Norfolk Southern, but another company, and then something else. It's the first railroad lock that I've found, I think. I don't know if that was me or who found it. Americana Twiliana. I guess someone was done with that. They decided, let's just put it in the creek. Everything came from the earth, let's put it back in the earth, on the earth. So that's how that ended up there. I'm pretty good at things like this. I should have been a City Creek archaeologist. So anyway, I'll try to remember to put the link on there, or if you don't, if I don't put the link on there, then I'm sorry, but you can go to Alabama Public Radio on Facebook and you can see the video. It's cool. That's not only cool, it is an absolutely amazing production showing their skills. I can't stand the way I look. I can't stand the way I sound. And they took it all and made it nearly presentable. Now my bride, on the other hand, to me, always looks amazing and sounds amazing. But nobody likes to hear themselves on a recording. And they ran out of stuff up here. I'm not sure where we're headed. We've walked a long, long way. I don't know if that is a horseshoe. See, that would be pretty cool if that's a horseshoe. It's been a long time since a horse came down here. You gotta wait for it. Let's just take it out. Ah, it's not a horseshoe. It's one of those curly things that goes on railroad tracks. You live and learn, you live and learn. You know, on the way back out, after I turn the camera off, if I find something amazing, you know, I'll turn it back on and show you. It's gonna be hard to beat all the amazing, invaluable treasures we have found so far. I think this is a sign to head out. I will put the link in the comments. I gotta go put food in my cake hole. Thanks for watching my videos.